Hello everyone, Osafo Singh here and you are welcome to part 2 of the tutorial for course creators on Moodle. Let's get started. Click on courses, and in the last video we added a course to Faculty of Science category, so click on Faculty of Science. The course we added is Introduction to Linear Algebra, so we click on the course and it will take us to the course page. Okay, so this is the course page, and what I want to do is to update topic 1, and to be able to edit any of these options you have to come and click on turn on editing. So we click on turn on editing. Okay, so we have turned on editing and we are going to edit this section. Now this icon is for moving the topic 1, this is for highlighting the topic, and this is for hiding or showing the topic. So let's click on edit to edit this content. Click on edit to edit the content. Wait a while. Okay, I have already copied the details of topic 1, so let me just paste it for the purpose of this tutorial. So topic 1 is systems of linear equations, and I have the introduction to that topic, and I have the objectives to the topic, followed by a brief introduction to the topic, and the definition of systems of linear equation, solving systems of linear equation, and so forth. So let me clear all these things over here. There are some images here that did not show. Okay, so let me just keep it simple over here. So let's say for instance this is just the introduction to um, linear equations. Okay, so we make the editing in here, and that is going to be the page. Okay, this is a sample. Okay, so sometimes it's very important to add pictures and cues to the design so that it will make it visually appealing. So for example, I'm going to insert a picture to where I have the objectives so that it will make it visually appealing. So let me click in here, and since this is a word editing environment, I can just click on this insert image, and then it will take me to browse the image. So find or upload image. I'm going to find or upload image. So upload the file, browse, and I'm going to select a file that I have in one of my folders. Okay, that's an icon for the objective. So let me click on open, and then that is the I'm going to save this as objective. Okay, so upload this file is going to upload, and that is the icon for the objective. And I just click on insert. So click on OK. Yeah, so that is the icon for the objective, so that the environment, the course environment, will be visually appealing. So we can add images and a whole lot of pictures when we are designing the course to make it visually appealing. You can also edit the topics using colors and so forth. Okay, so that is just it. Let's click on save changes, and we are going to save changes in topic 1, that is systems of linear equation. So this is the introduction, and when we come down here we have topic 1, systems of linear equations. Let me zoom it out. Okay, so that is topic 1, editing, and we have added details of topic 1 here. Okay, so what we can do next is to add reading materials, and I'm going to add a PowerPoint presentation on this topic. So to add reading materials, you click on add an activity to show you this. So we have activities, and then we have files and resources. So I'm going to click on a file, add a file, and I'm going to browse on my computer and select the PowerPoint presentation for this. So I'm going to call it systems of linear equation. That is the first topic, and then the description, let me leave it. I'm going to talk about introduction systems of equations. That's the description for the topic. So I'm going to just drag and drop the PowerPoint presentation here from the files. So I'm going to drag and drop the PowerPoint. This is the PowerPoint presentation on systems of linear equation. So I click, drag and drop it in here, and then it will upload. So what I just do is just click on save and return to course. So I'm going to save and return to course. So to take some time. Okay, here we are in the course environment. I have been able to update topic 1, and I have been able to add a reading material for the student, so the student can select this reading material. And when the student click on this reading material, it is going to download for them. So this is the PowerPoint that the students are going to download, and they can save it on their machines and they can access it. Okay, so the next thing to do is that we want to add an activity, and we have various activities in Moodle. We are going to use this option to add an activity. Okay, so let's click on add, and then we have various activities in Moodle. We have assignments, we have charts, choices, database, forums, external tools, glossary, lessons, and so forth, surveys, wikis, workshops. Okay, so we can add an activity based on the content we have given the students. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to focus on adding a quiz. So select quiz and click on add. So after topic 1, we want to give a quiz to the students. So we select a quiz and then we click on add. Okay, so the name of the quiz is going to be quiz 1. Let me type in here quiz 1. That is going to be the name of the quiz. And then we have various editing options for the quiz. We have a description. Let me leave that blank. We have timing. What is the length of the time that I'm going to give to the quiz, and when will the quiz be open and when will it be closed? We can set a date here, and the time limit, I can set a time limit here. When I enable, maybe the quiz is going for 30 minutes, I can set a time limit. And then we also have a maximum number of attempts that the student can have. So this one we can select open attempts are submitted automatically and so forth. So we can select these options. Then we have grade. The grade category, we have uncategorized, and then we have attempt allowed is unlimited. So I can make it 1 attempt, 2 attempts. 1 attempt means that after the quiz has been closed, the student do not have the option to take the quiz again. So we can make it enough attempts for the student to practice if we want. And then the method of grading is the highest grade. Then we have the quiz layout. Okay, we can also set the quiz layout. Then we have the quiz behavior. We can shuffle within. This is very important if the students are going to be sitting side by side, so that the options for one student will be different. Then we have review options. Now this review options is very important after submission. Maybe we want the student to see their feedback. Okay, so we'll be able to give them a lot of feedback after the submission. So we have a whole lot of options here that you can pick from after submission. For example, after the quiz, the attempts, whether correct, mark, general feedback, specific feedback. You can give specific feedback to questions. And then we have extra restrictions, display, decimal place, extra restrictions, overall feedback for the quiz. We can type an overall feedback for the quiz. And then if you have 0% up to 100%, we can give feedback for various scores for the student. And we have common model settings. So we have some of the settings in here. So when we are satisfied with this, we click save and return to course. It will send us back to the course and it will create a quiz for us, but we will have the opportunity to edit the questions that will go into the quiz. So we are back in the course environment over here. So the quiz is in here. So we are going to edit the quiz. We have various editing options for moving and for adding people to the quiz. So I'm going to click on edit, and the edit, I can edit the quiz title, and I can go to the settings or updating the quiz. So when I click on update the quiz, remember I haven't added any questions to this quiz, so let's click on update the quiz. So this is the update. So let's click on save and display. Save and display would send us to the quiz where we can add some questions. So we have the quiz, one, time, a method, and everything. So let me click on edit quiz. In the edit quiz, I'm going to add one question. Okay, so I'm going to add a question to the quiz. The maximum grade is 10. I'm going to add one question to the quiz. And we have different types of questions we can add to the quiz. We have choice, calculated match, multiple choice, essay type, matching, multiple choice, numeric, and so forth. I'm going to add a multiple choice question. So I click on next and then wait a while. It will give me the option to add the multiple choice. Okay, so the question name, I'm going to use kill one for the question name, and the question text. For example, which of the following is a system of linear equation? So in there, the mark is 1, and then the feedback, general feedback, I can give a feedback on this question. So the student will know where the question is coming from. So I can say this is from page 1 of your text book. So this is the general feedback. Then we have multiple choice answer, one answer only. You can choose multiple answers allowed. I'm choosing one answer, and the categories are going to be A, B, C, D. So the first choice is the question was which of the following is a system of linear equation. So the first one, I'm going to type something like this as the first option. Grade is none. Then I can give a feedback on this. The second one, something like this for the options. Okay, and then the grade is none. The third one is the answer. So I'm going to type the answer here. So I'm going to pick 100%, meaning that that is the full mark. And I can give feedback on this. And the fourth choice is going to be something like this. Okay, so when we finish, we just click on save changes. We can add a lot of choices to it. So we can click on save changes. So when I click on save changes, I have added one question to the quiz. I've added one multiple choice question to the quiz. So let's wait for a while, and I have one question added to the quiz 1. Okay, so what we have here is that I have quiz 1 and I have one question added. So let's go back to the home page. Let's go back to the home page. So we click on the home page, the ICT 115 course, to take us back to the home page. And there we have the quiz for the students. We have the quiz for the students over here. So let me just select the quiz, for example. Remember, I have one question in there. Select the quiz, and then I can click on attempt quiz now. The time limit is 30 minutes, so I click on start attempt, and this start attempt will let me start the quiz. Okay, it's trying to load the quiz for me to start. So this is the first question: which of the following is a linear equation? I just select the option that is correct. I'm going to select the correct answer. The correct answer here is the B. So I select the correct answer and click on next. So when I click on next, remember the options that we gave in the quiz is going to save the answer. So status question 1, answer saved, and then return to attempt. So I click submit all and finish, means that the student has completed the quiz, and then click on submit all and finish. So after submitting all and finish, it's going to grade the student, and then the student will know the score that he got. Okay, so this is the report. The start and the finish time, the maximum score for the quiz was 10, so the student had it all, and this is correct. And then the feedback is your answer is correct, and then the general feedback is this is from page 1 of your textbook, so that the student can go back and revise if the student got it wrong, and then the correct answer is this. So that is how we add activities. There are various activities in Moodle that we can add, and I have limited this tutorial to only the quiz. Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope this tutorial was helpful in creating your Moodle course.